Alright, what's up guys? Jake here. Got a little TW video we're doing today. Got some time on my hands where I could actually use my RC, and I want to make an RC video. But not only that, I'm using my TW to make that happen. And I figured I'd record the process and bring you guys along. And maybe at the end of the video I'll add my RC video that I make to this, or it'll be the next video I post after this, depending on the size of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna hook up all my cameras right now, and then I'm gonna hook up the bungee and see if this RC actually fits on the TW, and then we'll go scout some trails and find some cool areas to actually use the RC. So yeah, come along. So yeah, first things first, I got the 360. I think this is the 1X2. This thing's pretty cool. I already scratched the lens, but I finally got protective covers. Maybe I'll hook this up on like the TW's handlebars or something, just so you could see the trails and see where I'm riding and stuff. So this extends, and then I got the bar clamps. Alright, now I think that might be an okay angle, and it's 360 degrees, so I could get pretty much a lot of shots with that. And now it's time to try and hook up the RC to this. And the axial CJ is actually quite a bit bigger than like the other SCX10s, so we'll see if it fits. Hopefully TW has some room. It does have quite a bit rear space there on the fenders, so we'll see. Alright, next, probably just gonna wear my headset up here. Just because if I wear a helmet, it's gonna be really annoying with the RC and unpacking everything, taking off my helmet. I don't have that much time, so I'm not going crazy anyways. I'm just riding into the trail. So I got my GoPro here, and you guys will be able to see how I'm filming some of my stuff, okay? We got this, and then got my phone stand. Believe it or not, that's how I make most of my content, is my phone. The iPhone, I have like an older one, it's a 14, but it shoots like 4K, and the videos come out really, really good. So I use my phone to make a lot of the RC content. So yeah, I'll pack all this stuff into my backpack and we're good to go. That might be a cool shot right there. So I doused myself in bug spray before I came, because nothing's worse than trying to take video of like your RCs and you're getting attacked by bugs. Horseflies, ticks, mosquitoes. But I feel like that might be a cool shot, like kind of like a cliff face. It almost looks like a scaled cliff with the truck coming over the ridge. Maybe we could use it. So we'll keep that in mind, but we're gonna keep going, I think. We'll bring you guys down a little bit because it's getting bouncy. Some cool rocks. Okay, so I wanted to get some shots in the woods, but now that I'm looking at these rocks, this is pretty cool. And it's not really washed out with the sun yet because it's in the shade, so the lighting's kind of good. I think we're gonna make this happen. Gonna park the bike somewhere where it's not gonna be any shots. Not that I'm trying to make it look super realistic or something, but it kind of just ruins the whole effect if you're got a bike in the background. Throws off the whole scale of everything. That's why sometimes when you're making shots, guys, sorry, I'm still sick. You want to avoid stuff like this, because like a leaf, like a normal size leaf, could kind of just immediately throw off the scale of the vehicle, you know. So you try to avoid some vegetation that kind of makes it look like a toy. Not that you're trying to make it look super realistic, but I feel like it just comes out cooler looking, for sure. If you try to keep some realism, I know some people take the realism to a whole new level, which I kind of like blending the two, you know. These bungees, guys, are freaking sick. There are so many attachment points on a TW, first of all. Like if you look under here, there's just like a frame, there's hooks and spots to hook stuff. I mean, this is a pretty big RC, and I would feel comfortable driving this a long distance. I mean, I only went a couple miles up the road. It worked out. Didn't lose anything. That's always good. So there's little holes mounted here for the light bar on the CJ, axial CJ. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're like perfect little spots to just keep your clips, rather than put your clips in the hard to get spot like all the time when it's in the garage. I just keep the front pins there, and then it makes it easy to flip the body up and plug in the battery. I don't have to go taking them out from underneath the bumper every time. So I just lift it up just enough to flip the switch. Which everybody's gonna yell at me. I know you're supposed to turn the remote on first. We have RC rules here. Whoa. She's on. Oh. That's not good. Don't drop the clip like I just did. I'm still wearing my glasses. I'm like, why is this so dark? Okay. Where did that clip go? I'm gonna have to bring it somewhere. And kind of shake it out so I can find this. There it is. If that dropped over there, it would have been hard to find in that moss. Clips are on. Now I'll just stick this in my pocket, because that's how I'm gonna film. This is a pretty used dirt bike trail, so don't be surprised if somebody comes ripping. I think I'm gonna start off with kind of a shot of it driving through the grass. I'm not filming just yet. I'm just kind of getting an idea. And it's kind of funny, guys, because like to think in shots. So like as I'm driving here, kind of noticed that it looked cool going this way, except for the fly that's on the back of my truck. Okay, so maybe this not so good. That's kind of a cool shot. So I could get like that shot. And then, you know, I have all these shots in editing and I could just switch them around. So I can make it look like it makes sense to you guys, even though it's like I go that way and then I'll get a shot of it coming this way and you won't really know. Except I just told you the secrets. So now you know. Hollywood is a lie. No, just kidding. You guys should know that by now. But yeah, okay. So I think that was a cool shot. So I'll just pull up my phone. Okay, so I got this set up on with my phone. Kind of wish this was a little bit longer, just so I could get really down low. Because as you could kind of see on my phone, those are the shots that you want. That looks sick. Okay, so. But I usually use cinematic. It just picks up the lighting better, 4K, kind of focuses out the background, which adds a lot of realism, makes things appear bigger than they are. And luckily, the Axial CJ comes with the Spectrum remote that actually has a thumb steer, so that makes it way easier to capture some of these shots. There's already mosquitoes flying in my eyes. Okay, so we have kind of some shots of it crossing the grassy field here. And maybe we'll get some shots of it climbing up the rocks here. I'm trying to tie in this aspect of stuff, okay? So kind of the video starts, it's crossing a grassy field. Maybe we need a shot of it coming out of the grass, which might not make sense to you guys, but maybe it does. Like here's some grass. Yeah. Okay, so that ties the grassy section into these rocks. Oh! Okay guys, now we're tied into this mossy green section. Now I think we could tie this in because we got the moss, we got these rocks. I gotta turn the throttle right down. .3S LiPo, it just wants to take off. Actually, that might be a cool shot coming down. Okay, it's a cliff, but that's okay. Maybe we'll do. Oh. Okay, so none of these lines are, you know, really planned out. I'm kind of just winging the air. So, yeah, I kind of see a cool line going up right there. Might be cool. We'll try it. We're running out of battery. That's a fail on my part. It doesn't want to turn into this. Yeah. It's very difficult if you don't have a planned route for a scaled vehicle. It gets a little tricky. You know, you got like a competition crawler, you could kind of just wing it and go up anything. But if you got like a heavy, top heavy body or something, then it's a different story. You're kind of learning as you're filming, and it's tricky. Like whenever I make a film for like my cross 6x6, I know you guys like those videos. Like they get a lot of views on YouTube. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the last shot because my battery's dying here. I don't know if you guys have snakes where you live, but like I've been like kind of terrified lately. A guy died recently in state because he got bit by a rattlesnake, and up here in the Northeast you don't really have access to that kind of anti-venom and stuff that you need for that, and I guess he died. But Every time I like come over here, I'm like, this is like, I'm pretty sure this is like perfect scenario for rattlesnakes. But luckily in the Northeast we don't really deal with it that much. Cool shot going across a little ravine there. I messed that up. I think that was the final shot, guys. My remote is dead, so we're calling it quits. I gotta get back anyways. Baby went down for a nap. He's gonna be awake. Wife's gonna be pissed. So thanks for coming along. Kind of a different video for you guys. It's almost like a hybrid RC TW content video, which might be cool. A lot of you RC followers might find some interest in a TW. It could get you places where you can't really go with a car. And if you don't like walking and you like having some extra fun, you could bring your RC with you hiking or trail riding, which is fun too. So appreciate you guys watching, and my 360 camera's been on this whole time. Shit. Well, anyways, now I'm gonna hook this up, head back, and try to edit some of those shots together in a way that it kind of makes sense. You know, you kind of saw how it was kind of jumbled up, shots here, shots there. But I, you know, I take into consideration like what the shot has in it for landscape and stuff, and kind of try to bridge that together. Because if you just take shots of the rocks and then shots of something else, then it kind of is very apparent that this video has been cut up and there's no flow. There's no cinematic flow to it, you know. But a lot of people just like any kind of RC content, really, which is cool too. I like watching guys just bashing their shit on the rocks and stuff. And filming it, it's a little easier. You just hit record and catch whatever happens, you know. But I like being a little creative. That's why my channel kind of differs from other people's if you're new, because I try to tell like a story, you know. I actually kind of make a film, or try to, at least. We'll catch you next time, guys.